It's such an accurate portrayal of a teenager discovering what their true sexuality is that I have to applaud Netflix for it, something I find myself doing a lot when it comes to this show, but how could I not? Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. In this one I'm going to be continuing my thoughts on season 1 of the Netflix original series Everything Sucks. By now you've probably heard what I have to say about episodes 1, 2, and 3, so it's time to talk about episode 4, Romeo and Juliet in Space. It's an odd title for sure, but the reasoning behind it is due to a situation that is anything but boring for the students of Boring High, specifically the ones who are members of the AV Club and the Drama Club. For the past week, just as Emmeline warned him, Luke's life has been a living hell, all because he took the blame for Kate when she pulled the fire alarm to avoid kissing him, resulting in the Drama Club's upcoming play being cancelled due to the irreparable damage the water did to the set. Therefore, to make up for the damage she herself has done leading up to this point, Kate decides that Luke, Tyler, and McQuaid will give the Drama Club alcohol straight out of Luke's mom's kitchen in the hopes of making everything okay again. Still, in episode 4, the bullies can't help but take at least one more jab at Luke along with his backup, leaving their once bare faces covered in fake mustaches and penis drawings. It definitely gives them enough time to plan their next move since alcohol clearly isn't enough to earn their complete forgiveness, so Luke proposes that both clubs join forces to create one epic, one-of-a-kind movie that will be shown to the entire town of Boring, Oregon. What kind of movie that is a question the four kids struggle to answer until the creative minds of Kate and Luke are combined. Off the top of their heads, they are able to paint a clear picture of the success an alien invasion movie titled Intergalactic Lust about an astronaut whose mission to save the President of the United States, along with all of its citizens, is interrupted when he falls in love with one of the extraterrestrial creatures would bring to everyone involved. They would be able to say that they are a part of something no one else has ever been before, unlike plays that have gone on for what seems like an eternity, all thanks to the couple they hated only a few minutes ago. Speaking of the couple, their parents, Ken and Sherry, are out on their first ever date to a fancy Italian restaurant, a scene I think is just as cute as the one in Lady and the Tramp when the dogs kiss over a delicious plate of spaghetti. The only difference is, this couple's idea of fun is toilet papering the outside of their ex's houses. Personally, I think it's a hilarious thing to do if you want to get revenge on someone who's hurt you without hurting yourself in the process, and if it weren't for Sherry, Ken would have never known how fun it is. Her rebellious nature combined with his rather strict one is a perfect balance, and I want nothing more than for their relationship to work out. I can totally picture them having the happily ever after they've always deserved, but never got the pleasure of having in the past, together. Anyway, back at the hangout spot, the upperclassmen are finally starting to warm up to the gang a bit more. So they take advantage of the alcohol they have by playing a game of Spin the Bottle in which Kate and Emmeline of all people are chosen to kiss. Shockingly, Emmeline is actually down for it, showing she's not as conservative as characters like Leslie or the two girls discussing Kate in the girls' bathroom in episode 2, despite the fact that she's the one who started the rumor about Kate being a lesbian. This is the part where I gain more respect for her than before because I remember the time she burned the back of Luke's neck with a hot pen, and I don't think that anyone can deny that that was a real bitch move. But just because Emmeline is willing to kiss Kate doesn't mean that anyone else is willing to see it, because in the 90s, lesbianism was nowhere near as acceptable as it is now, so the next two contestants in the game are Kate and Luke. I have to admit, seeing the looks of disapproval from everyone else change to relief because of the switch in gender roles was upsetting. Therefore, I'm now prouder than ever to be living in a society where lesbianism is more acceptable now than it was in the 90s because everyone has a right to love who they want to love. Knowing Kate, though, it's clear to see that this is a moment she's been dreading all week, so when it finally happens, she's unable to hide her inner truth any longer, revealing her biggest secret to Luke right before their time is up. It's such an accurate portrayal of a teenager discovering what their true sexuality is that I have to applaud Netflix for it, something I find myself doing a lot when it comes to this show, but how could I not? It never fails to amaze me, so it's time for me to put an end to this video so I can tell you guys all about episode 4 in the next one. I mean episode 5 in the next one. So I hope you all enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!